EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the South American country of Argentina and its capital city, Buenos Aires. Tonight we wrap up this Thanksgiving weekend with a compelling matchup, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Armadillos of Buenos Aires. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from Argentina. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Ready up. Stick the eagle. Stick the eagle. Ready?
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go.
Richardson off the play fake. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown. So how about the season, Charles, that he continues to put together? That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made you and I do a little extra homework prior to this one in anticipation, because that one moves him past John Riggins with 24. He draws even with Emmitt Smith at 25 in 1995. Next up, Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander with 27. And the guy on top, LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, the Hall of Famer, he had 28 in 2006.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll send Kirk in motion right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Back to throw now on first down. Pressure comes and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Second and 13. Under pressure, they got him again. Quiddy Pay in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw caught by Pierce. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Richardson to throw off play action. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They go play action with Richardson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. From the gun, it's Taylor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And Gay knocks this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Play action. Now Richardson. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way. And they can
rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Lloyd, his 2nd sack of the night. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Jelani Woods, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Bigsby. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. A short throw to Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now it's Richardson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Richardson out of the shotgun. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. And the touchdown record is now all his. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right. With his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 53 yards. Bigsby will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They're going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. Toward the pylon, caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand.
79 Broncos.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And it's intercepted in the end zone. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So maybe some signs of life. This has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return an interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Stephanie!
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
On first down, Richardson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Richardson. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Quiddy Pay able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A gain there of 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Richardson. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Off play action, Richardson. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. 37 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Washington now brings this out. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big third down play there for the Jags. 52 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they're going to speed things up here. Richardson off the play fake. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try and run for the 1st. And popped it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up
and avoids the turnover. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
They go play action with Richardson. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Richardson working from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Again, it's Richardson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 6 now. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Touchdown! A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Armadillos are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juju Brents.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Richardson. And that is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But it's
blitz coming, and down he goes. It's the safety, Antonio Johnson, who dragged him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Come 19, come 19.
Richardson looking to throw. That one finds Pierce right side. But he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play there on third down. And even 40 yards.
19, driver, 19.
Richardson to the air on first down. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but That lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Gay's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. A pass there over the middle to start things out. It'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 4. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A short throw pulled in by Woods, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand?
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Richardson. Going to throw right side here, complete. With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
18 Rattler.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Aaron Donald in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. They'll look to throw here. They'll connect on the out route with Ingram. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I tell you what, I can't remember